Hi, I'm Yoko. So when it's getting cold and dark, all I can think of is bowl of warm and cozy chili. So today I'm going to show you how to make kabocha squash chili. And of course, it's plant-based, it's easy and flavorful, yet super satisfying. So let's go! So let's start with cutting kabocha squash. Cutting kabocha squash can be a bit intimidating, but if you know how to cut properly, you can cut them easily and safely. I have a video about how to cut the kabocha squash, so please check that out through a link in the description box below or upper right corner of this video to learn all the tips and tricks. The key trick is using this rocking motion and never push. Pushing can be very dangerous. So use this rocking motion and let the weight of the knife sink in the kabocha squash. So now I'm going to remove the seeds and cut into small chunks, about the size of your thumb. I'm using 2 cups of kabocha squash chunks in this recipe. So next up is all the aromatics. I'm going to mince half an onion, 1 medium-sized carrot, and 2 celery sticks. Next, I'm going to dice the mushrooms. All I need is about 1 cup of minced mushrooms. Next up is sun-dried tomatoes. I'm using 8 pieces of halved sun-dried tomatoes. I'm going to just cut them into the strips. Now let's move on to the stove top. Into a pot over the medium heat, I'm going to add a splash of olive oil, about 1 tablespoon, and I'm gonna add all the aromatics, chopped onion, celery, and carrot. I'm going to stir and cook until onions become translucent. To this, I'm gonna crush in 3 cloves of garlic and sun-dried tomato strips. I'm going to continue stirring until the garlic gets fragrant. Next goes diced mushrooms and 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. Let's cook the tomato paste before adding any liquid to enhance the deep flavor. Now the star of the recipe, kabocha squash, goes into the pot. Give the last stir to combine everything. Now I'm going to add the liquid ingredients, which is this 1 14-ounce can of diced tomatoes and 2 cups of water. I'm just rinsing the can with the water to get all the residuals into the pot. And to this goes 1 can of black beans, which is about 1.5 cups, rinsed and drained. You can use any beans you like. I also tried with chickpeas and it was really good. Now it's time for the spices. So now goes 2 teaspoons of paprika powder, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika powder, half a teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder. And for the spicy kick, I'm going to add a dash of cayenne pepper. You can substitute all these spices to chili powder if you like. And for the extra boost of antioxidants, I'm going to add a dash of turmeric and cinnamon powder. And I'm gonna also add a pinch of pepper and salt. For the extra boost of flavor, I'm going to add a bay leaf. I like to make few slits to help infuse the flavor into the soup. And secret ingredient, a piece of kombu kelp. Kombu kelp is nature's player-packed umami condiment. It tastes very subtle, but it does bring up overall flavor. And I'm also adding 1 tablespoon of miso paste. Miso paste and tomato are like best friend. They work together hand in hand to enhance the flavor each other. So let's cover the pot and let it be gentle simmer until kabocha squash is fully cooked. Check inside the pot time to time and give it a stir occasionally. Once kabocha squash is cooked through, let's remove the kombu kelp and add salt to taste. I added half a teaspoon of salt. Now it's time to enjoy the homemade kabocha squash chili. Let's serve this with a side of cornbread and pour yourself generous scoops of warm and cozy chili. I love to serve this with a drops of yogurt. Use any plain yogurt of your choice. And a few slices of avocado, of course. And I'm gonna top it off with fresh cilantro. So enjoy warm and wholesome bowl of plant-based kabocha squash chili. I must say, it tastes even better on the second day, after it's cooled down and warmed up again. So all the ingredients absorb all the flavor from spices and soup. And it tastes amazing. So enjoy with a side of cornbread. Actually, my next video is going to be about gluten-free and vegan one-bowl cornbread recipe. So please stay tuned, and if you like this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!